Thanks for coming back for another update here in the lawn. It is June 26th. It's currently 98 degrees outside, and we have not had rain in a month and a half. Right now, my irrigation is struggling. Right here, you can see I have 3 irrigation heads that are showing a problem that I'm having in the front yard where my 4-inch risers are not able to get up over top of the turf-type tall fescue, resulting in pooling of water, and I just have to replace those with taller heads. I'm definitely not going to cut any lower right now. I have not cut the yard in probably 2 to 3 weeks. And you can see it is getting absolutely dominated by the sun right now. This section gets sun 12 plus hours a day. Right here we have the differences between mid-May and mid-June. Mid-May, when I took that video on the right-hand side, was the last time we truly got water. And it has been an absolute struggle. The sun has been relentless. The lawn is not the only thing that's suffering. We have plants here in the flower beds that are also checked out, and they are just not happy with the current temperatures that we're seeing here in Central Virginia. Making our way here into the backyard, you can see that every aspect of the yard is struggling. It's not just my yard. The golf course is hurting too. Here in the back corner, right here, we have a little area that just simply is checked out. Even though there's an irrigation head about 2 feet from this, we're completely dry here, and there's nothing that going to really bring that back anytime soon. We're just going to need some rain. In the middle of the backyard here, we have 3 zones of irrigation, one along the back porch, one along the wood line, and then one right down the middle. And here we raised some of these irrigation heads up just to help them spread that water out and get it over top of the fescue. Hopefully this will help out here. This is another example where we have Poa trivialis. Spray that off with glyphosate, and we'll seed that in the fall. Ooh, look, golf ball. It's always a perk of having the golf course in the backyard. But here in the very back corner, this section is doing great. It doesn't get nearly as much sun. This is the area that stays completely wet in the fall because of the tree line on the south side of the property. But as you can see with that grass there, I have not cut this in a long time, and we are shaggy and bushy, which I'm just trying to protect the fescue at this point. It is getting absolutely brutal. This is in the middle of the yard here, and you can see just the difference. Each zone's getting the same amount of water. It's just all comes down to how much sun are you getting throughout the day. The ferns over here are really loving the sunlight, but we had another section of Poa trivialis here, sprayed that off, put down a little bit of seed, but wasn't too concerned about whether anything was going to germinate. I'm going to hit all this in the fall, but we did have some weeds come up, did a triclopyr application of that throughout the entire yard, and that helped kind of clean up any of the weeds as opposed to emergent. Here in the front yard, this section right here by the door is doing just fine, but once you get out here into the middle of the yard where it's just getting absolutely hammered by the sun, it is it's checking out. Unless you're right here next to the irrigation head, or you can see there's my valve boxes, but this irrigation area right here, it's getting a lot of water because the heads just aren't able to get up over top of the fescue. This is another Poa trivialis area that was wiped out with glyphosate, put a little bit of seed on it. Some of it came up, but we're going to take care of that in the fall. And turf's just not happy. So staying off of it, making sure to not run a mower across this because that's not going to do anything to benefit the turf at this point. And just keeping it as irrigated as I can. There's another irrigation head, so you can see grass is doing great right around that, but we just got to get those heads above the fescue. But just thanks everybody for checking out the video today. We'll be posting some more updates as we head out throughout the summer, but really right now we are in survival mode and planning for fall seeding. This is the hardest part of fescue in Central Virginia, and it's okay though, because it'll all get better as soon as we get a little bit of rain. Have a good rest of the day, and we'll catch you in the next one.